is punitive damages, and that's to punish. If the jury really says there was massive intentional wrongdoing here, so we want to punish the wrongdoer. In Arkansas, about 1% of cases have punitive damages. You can't count on it because you have to prove that it was intentional. Not just that it was neglectful, not just that it was bad, but that that doctor intentionally woke up that day and said, you know what I'm going to do to that woman at 2 o'clock operation? I'm going to operate on the wrong kidney. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, you got to prove that he meant to do it. Very difficult to do. So, non-economic damages, this amendment, it puts a cap of $500,000 on non-economic damages. If you lose one limb, $500,000. You lose 2 limbs, $500,000. Lose your life, $500,000. No matter the circumstance, no matter the situation, no matter the case. And I just think that's fundamentally wrong for a lot of reasons. At the end of the day, there are some other states that have done some things like this. A lot of them have exceptions for life. A lot of them have limited these things only to medical malpractice suits. But at the end of the day, the reality is that I don't think that we're the kind of state that we're going to put in our state constitution a one-size-fits-all dollar amount that a life can ever be worth, which is why Andy Mayberry got up and spoke against this bill, and why Rose Mims wrote an op-ed speaking against this bill, and it's why a lot of Republicans. And I'll tell you how I came to this in my own mind. In 2003, I was political director in the governor's office, and Governor Huckabee has not gotten active in Arkansas politics this cycle. But I'll just tell you my story. That's the world I come from. In 2003, I worked in his office, and there was tort reform proposed. And in that tort reform version, there was a proposed cap on non-economic. And Rose Mims and Jerry Cox and Martha Adcock and others came. And they said to Mike Huckabee, we can't put a price on life in the law in Arkansas. It's not fair. A one-size-fits-all. And he resisted it. He said, we're not doing it. And he said that to the nursing home industry, because that's who the biggest backer, the biggest pusher of this amendment is the nursing home industry. I'm not sure why the nursing home industry can afford to try to bribe legislators and judges. I'm not sure why they can wire money overnight to legislators. I'm not sure how they can spend millions of dollars on lobbying and on this campaign. But that most Arkansas nursing home facilities have a D or C rating or lower.
Absolutely.
Arkansas Obamacare.
And that is a problem. The people that work in the nursing home, they're salt of the earth. My mother is a nursing home aide. They're salt of the earth. They're paid minimum wage. They carry a burden. They're understaffed. While their owners, like the ones out of New Jersey that own the nursing home in Dierks, the state just had to take over because they hadn't fed their patients in 3 days. The New Jersey owners make the list of their state's wealthiest people. It's a problem. Why does that industry want this to pass so badly? And in 2003, I'd never really thought about it a lot, about tort reform. It's not something you sit around thinking about. It's not why I became a Republican. It's not my big issue. It's not my thing. But when Mike Huckabee and Jerry Cox and all those guys said, look, we want to do something, anything we can to encourage business climate, but we don't want to cap on non-economic, and we're not going to pass the rules that the nursing home industry proposed. Because in their bill, they proposed a bunch of rules. And you say, well, because that's a part of this also, the rulemaking for courts will move over from the court system to the legislature. And you say, well, why does that matter? You know, let's let elected officials that we know well make those rules. I'm not too concerned about a lot of those guys. I'm concerned about the people that want to influence those rules. Because you say, well, there's nobody that cares about the rules. There's nobody that's after those. Well, that's really not true. I'm going to tell you what happened in the 2003 bill that they proposed.